Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're going to have a look at shifting ourselves out of undesirable feeling states and undesirable circumstances. So first of all, if a circumstance pops up in our reality, the only reason why it perpetuates is because we continue to focus on it and we are finding ourselves not able to come out of that feeling state. Now, for me, the fastest that I have been able to change an undesirable circumstance around was 3 days. I found myself in an undesirable circumstance that was created by myself, and so to shift myself out of these feeling states and the circumstance for it to turn around within 3 days, I just completely dropped everything that I was specifically affirming for and went deep into my self concept. Anytime I thought of the desire, I actually just used affirmations of compassion, love, peace, things like that, like forgiveness. And I would just say these words over and over and over again to get me back into a stable feeling state. So I would get up first thing in the morning and I would jump onto breath work because I obviously the nervous system is a big thing for me, and self-regulating is the most important thing in my own opinion anyway, when it comes to consciously creating the desired result that you want. And this is especially true when you want to manifest particular people into your life and or new people into your life, because we are wanting to have a good, stable, emotional and healthy emotional environment when we are doing this. So understand that if a circumstance pops up, I don't want to discredit what anyone is going through. However, I do want to say that it really is just your perception that it's an undesirable circumstance, meaning that it is only undesirable as far as you take it as being undesirable. So you could simply turn it around in the moment and say, okay, right, well, this popped up, I reacted and I got triggered, but it's actually just a message for me to see where I have to actually build the belief more within myself. It's a awakened message that the universe is coming through me, telling me that you are focusing too much on this specific thing. And you got to jump back into yourself, girl, and you got to start saying your self-concept affirmations and doing your self-regulation, and completely forget about this whole desire that you're manifesting, because you can never let go of a desire that you are manifesting. So the reason why I want to say this is because when it comes to the law of attraction, manifesting, and law of assumption, there is a kind of a belief out there that law of attraction is all like, set an intention and let it go and don't think about it and all of this type of thing again. And then the law of assumption is continue to think about it until it manifests. And there's like two different stories going on. But what I want to say is that it's all relevant, yes, but you can never actually let go of a desire. Even if you stop thinking about a desire for a period of time, you never let go of it, because it's a desire of the heart, and the heart knows exactly how to. It's the most potent frequency within your body that is magnetic, that draws everything to you. So your heart is connected to, your subconscious and all of that as well too. It knows exactly what you want, and even if you let it go in a sense from your mindset, you never let it go from your heart. It's always going to be there, and because you're never separated from anything in your reality, we are literally one consciousness experiencing ourselves through our projection of physical separate beings in our reality, meaning that we're not separate from anyone or anything in our reality. So how could we ever let go of our desire if we're never separate from it? So even if we stop thinking about it for a while, don't think it's not going to manifest, because that is just an assumption that will manifest in itself. Understand that the moment that we let go of the resistance and all of that around it is the moment that we are giving ourselves, we're bringing back the power to ourselves. Because from my own experience anyway, if I am focusing too much on a specific thing that I want to see manifested in my reality, the focus is too much on the specific thing, meaning that I am not giving enough attention to how I'm feeling, not giving enough attention to my self-concept. And because everything is within, I'm giving my power away to the specific thing. That specific thing is growing probably further away from me because it's growing growing bigger with the power that I'm given it. So we have to come back into balance, and we have to say, hang on a second, nothing is separate here. I can let this go and it can still be okay, no matter the circumstance, because a circumstance is just a belief. It's really like, when we think of it, it's not really real. It's just a projection of our beliefs, and depending on how we respond to it, is how quickly we get out of it. So to really shift ourselves out of the feeling state of guilt and all of these things that we find ourselves in when we are in an undesirable circumstance, get a routine for your day. And this will be first thing in the morning. Whatever thoughts come to your head, even if it's not a sentence, just jump on any words: compassion, peace and love, as I say, forgiveness, happiness. Just keep repeating these words. Jump onto your breath work, do a meditation, keep your mind busy doing whatever it is that you do on your day, because this is taking your mind away from what is going on. And because I am someone who, as I say, is a thinker, I've always been a thinker, it has been a bit of a challenge to be disciplined. So this is why I understand how triggered circumstances can be, because there is a lot of, especially if you're someone who is a thinker, and I'm a little bit of an empath as well too, which means I can take on other people's energy as well. And so I really have to focus myself and discipline myself to redirect my mindset. And I know I could be saying that it's a limited belief to say that it's not easy, but it can be a little bit of a challenge if I find myself in a circumstance that I am not desiring to stay in, if I want to change it around. So the fastest I've been able to do this was 3 days, because there was a circumstance that popped up, was a few months ago now, that really triggered me, and I just really had to get myself out of that state of being. And once I did that, it turned around in 3 days, and I completely let go of what it was that I was desiring. I intended the best for the whole situation, and I didn't even think about it. I really redirected my mind into focusing on self-concept affirmations, and I just really focused on my self-regulating as well too. Once I did that, I also, as I say, listened to beliefs on at night, because I really believe that helps as well too with your subconscious mind and how you show up throughout your day through your behaviors as well. And once I did that, it only took me a couple of days to start getting into your power again, your confidence, to know that, hang on a second, what was I worrying about? Sure, that is, it's not as big as it seems. And you start to get these little assumptions in your head, and then you can come back in and actually throw in your specific affirmation again, because you're feeling better, you're back in your power. And you know that everything is created from within and within your own mind. And because you're back in your power, that is how then we change it around as well too. So I hope this video helps for anyone who is, if you find yourself in an undesirable circumstance, understand that, I know it may seem real, but it's really not. And it's all just a projection of how we respond. And the best way to respond is to say to ourselves, okay, why did I react here? Why did I create this? Let me see what I was thinking at the time. And then ask myself, what do I have to believe about myself in order to experience what it is that I want? Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to say to myself, I got to get my power back. So I'm going to jump onto all my self-concept, all my self-regulation. Then I'm going to have another little look at what it is I need to believe. And you will find that it'll be much stronger. You'll work on it, and things will just start to shift around. And that is kind of how you know then that nothing is actually permanent, and that nothing is really as real as we think it is in this reality, and why nothing is separate in our reality, because it's all coming from within us. We realize that, God, that turned around so fast, and it just was because I changed my mindset. That was simply all I had to do, was understand that nothing is too big to change. Nothing is too big to manifest. It's all coming from within me. I am the specific thing. So I got to keep focusing on myself more than I'm putting power into the specific desire. So I thought I'd make a video on that. If you have any questions, you can comment down below, and I will chat to you soon.